An old adage says, the more you know about something, the more you need to learn. 13 years ago, I was in a state of zero in AutoCAD's knowledge, unprepared, given responsibility to teach this course to my student. I was totally blank because during my university time, I was not exposed to the software. But I took this as a challenge. I learned all by myself from the scratch, and eventually, by having this subject each term, I deepened my knowledge in AutoCAD. AutoCAD is widely known as one of the courses in TVET, specifically in Polytechnic education stream. What is the purpose of learning AutoCAD nowadays? Let me give you one possible reason. In our world nowadays, we are surrounded by many objects, vehicles, houses, buildings. All this architectural design were made up from the scratch by using AutoCAD software. It means that AutoCAD is one of the important elements we need to learn in order for us to learn the design of those architectures. As an engineering student or TVET educators, our knowledge is incomplete without learning about AutoCAD. 30 years ago, nearly all drawing produced in this world was made up by using pencil or ink on a paper. Minor changes meant erasing and redrawing, while major changes meant recreating the drawing from the scratch. But CAD has fundamentally changed the way how design is done. Today, no more wooden board, geometrical instrument set, and measuring set. If you could find it, it's very rare. As time passed by, the modern technology and software inspired learners to learn more about AutoCAD in a better way. For more than 10 years, I have this subject in my schedule every year. I taught different kind of students, certificates or diploma students. And I found that they have the same problems. They have difficulty to understand certain concepts in AutoCAD. For example, data input. Data input is very important. They need to learn before learning the advanced topic in this course, because data input is the only way for them to interact or communicating with AutoCAD. Some of the students were unaware of what was written on the command lines. They just simply entering the data by using the mouse. Often happened when they key in incorrect data, it will result in incorrect design. As an educator, I learned to tackle these problems. I focus and put more effort on these chapters. I prepared exercises, and these exercises I relate to the future lessons. This is very important because once the student felt to understand this chapter, they will have difficulties to understand the whole topic in this course. So far, I minimize the problems, but in some cases, I have to approach them personally and explain to them face to face. AutoCAD is a very interesting subject. Furthermore, if the student have interest and hobby in drawing, they can use their drawing interest as a catalyst of learning the AutoCAD in a fun way. They can think about anything. They can imagine and actualize their imagination into the AutoCAD's platform. But all they need to do is just practice, 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 and get familiar with this software.
I learned AutoCAD software when I was in semester 2. At first, when I was introduced to this course, it was really difficult and hard for me to understand. But over time, as I practice, and more practice, the more I understood about this program. And I realized that it wasn't really difficult at all. For me, AutoCAD helped me a lot in understanding the basic architectural design and more about electrical circuits. And for me, I wish to deepen my knowledge in the AutoCAD software.
There are many platforms that the AutoCAD user can use to show their talent or skills. One of it is by joining a competitions. One of the famous or popular competitions is Sabah Skill Competitions, which is organized every year. In these competitions, an AutoCAD user will be tested to draw a real object in 2D drawings in a specific angles, and they have to finish it within an allocated time. If a third-party person can redraw these 2D drawings in 3D drawings, it met the objectives. This kind of competition have to be exposed to the student so that they will have inspiring environment. And of course, with this inspiring environment, the student will get inspired to learn more. Today, along with this world without boundary and limitations, if I were to be asked, what is the best method to teach my student in AutoCAD? I would suggest all the educators to provide an online or offline screen capturing video by using online or offline screen capturing video. It will show clearly the steps from the beginning and to the end of the process. Usually in my previous class, I used to give them notes to bring back home, but they were lazy to read it. Even in my classroom, they tend to skip all the steps in the notes. By giving this video, what they saw and learn in the classroom, it will help them to easily adapt this knowledge. Practice can help the student master the AutoCAD. By frequently and continuously using AutoCAD software in weekly routine, they will gain more experience. Today, if you ask me, how do I achieve Autodesk Professional Certificate AutoCAD 2015, then I would answer, it's through my experience. Through experience, AutoCAD is easy. Student, gain more experience. Wish you all the best. Practice, 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 and see you on the top.